people, and welcome back to my channel. So the first thing we're going to do is go in with a flat eyebrow brush and go into our ABH dip brow. This is in the color soft brown. We're going to go ahead and outline the bottom of that brow and drag it all the way down to our tail and fill in that eyebrow. Zoom on in and fill in that brow. We're going to go ahead and dip into that brow pomade again. And this time what we're going to do is we're going to outline the top of our eyebrow and drag that all the way down to the bottom part of our tail. And don't worry about, if it's too dark or you put too much right now, we'll go ahead and feather that out a little bit later. So usually how I start the my brows when I outline the bottom is I start a little bit back from the beginning. I don't go all the way to the front of that brow because whenever you drag it out, you'll get what you need. And then whenever I go in, I take the remainder of what's on that brow and then I take that and pull that to the front. Okay, so here we're going to go in with a spoolie. This spoolie is off of my Beautiful Brows brow pencil. And you're going to take that and go ahead and feather out and blend out your dip brow pomade and drag it to the front so that you go ahead and get that natural gradient effect. Now we're going to go ahead and get ready to do the same thing on the other side of the brow. Okay, so now we're going to start cleaning up our brow. I'm going in with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour Concealer. This is in the color C9. I'm going to take a little bit of that and go on the back of my hand. I'm going to take a flat brush and dip into that. I believe that is my e.l.f. brush, if I'm not mistaken. And we're just going to go up underneath that brow, starting at the beginning, and you want to go as small as possible at first so that you don't mess up. And if you do, don't be alarmed, because you can always go back into your dip brow or your brow pencil, whatever it is that you prefer, and fill that in. So I'm just going underneath the bottom of that brow and I'm pulling that down. Just like that, and dragging that to the front. And here you see me going back into my dip brow and filling in those areas where I may have gotten some concealer on that brow. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is go into my Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I'm in the color Cadiz or Cadiz. I'm going to take a small pump of that and put that on the back of my hand as well. And we're going to take that flat brush and clean that off and dip into that and go in and outline the top of my brow the same way that you did the bottom. Just want to go in a little at a time. And again, if you mess up, don't be alarmed. You can always go back in and fill it in again with your pomade. Now that brow is popping and coming together. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Real Techniques Expert Concealer Brush, and we're going to go in and buff all of this out. This is where everything is going to start to come together and your work is going to start to pay off. So you want to go very lightly up underneath that eye so you don't go back in and mess up that brow. So take your time with this part. Then you're going to go in at the top. I prefer you to clean your brush off. I didn't. But go in at the top and buff that out as well. And as you can see in the front of that brow, it looks a little ball. But I'm going to catch that and I'm going to go back in with my beautiful brow spoolie brush and feather that out. And bam, there you go. Yes, honey, yes. So this is the side with the concealer and all cleaned up. This is the side without. And there you have it. That's the brow. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.